did you guys take away from your 13-6 win over Homestead, back about a month ago that you guys can kind of apply to getting ready for this big sectional game?
Well, we have a great understanding of their personnel, of what they're capable of doing, offensive scheme, but I'm sure that we're going to see some offensive scheme that they have not showed or, that they have done since then. And so that familiarity is a positive. However, that game is that game, and it although it gives you experience, it doesn't impact the game Friday night. And then the same thing goes for the defensive side. A little bit of understanding of what they're doing, schematically, but I'm sure that their intent will be to be solid in their coverage, bring pressures on the quarterback, and all those things that every high school coach is looking to do.
In assessing your squad over the last few weeks, what areas of their game do you think you've most improved on over the past 2 or 3 weeks?
I think, one of the biggest things that we have improved on is our physicality, our tempo within the game. Those are two consistent things that we have to do well if we're going to be if we're going to be successful. Playing physical football, and weather as it is a must. And the tempo on both sides of the ball, playing fast to the football. Getting 11 guys to the football, having a good tempo on the offensive side, so that we can get more plays in and be more consistent in our offensive plays.
What's going to be the keys to getting a win tomorrow? What's the thing that you guys have to do well, or what's the thing you have to stop them from doing?
Well, it seems as if I'm redundant with this, but there are 3 keys to the football game that are always consistent, regardless of the level. One, you've got to win the line of scrimmage. Both the defensive line, offensive line, we have to control the line of scrimmage. That's first and foremost. Secondly, we've got to win the turnover battle. We've got to take care of the football on the offensive side. We've got to be successful with drives. We've got to extend drives. And 2, we've got to create turnovers. We've got to create takeaways on the defensive side. Statistically, the team that has the least amount of turnovers, has the most success and most opportunity for success. And the third thing is special teams, making an impact with special teams, whether that be field position, a big run, a block punt, making something out of special teams to where it impacts the game.
We're into this, the second year of the 6A tournament, so it still has that new feel to it, and it's really exciting to see these the largest schools in the state just to go head-to-head. And, of course, when you guys are trying to win that sectional title, you guys see on the other side of the field your biggest rival, going to a new conference next year with them. How much does that kind of motivate you guys knowing that, hey, we get a sectional, we get to take down a rival at the same time, just the excitement of these two schools meeting up every time?
Honestly, in that we are playing Homestead, is of least value to all of that. It's significant, because it's Homestead, but our concern is playing better. Our concern is playing the best football we can. Our opponent happens to be Homestead, and so playing for a sectional championship is our objective, is our goal, and playing the best football is our focus.
Played Homestead about 4 weeks ago, I want to say. 13-6 was that game.
Yep.
What did you guys take away from that win that you guys are kind of using this past week gearing up for that rematch?
We watched our film against them and what we did wrong against them and what we did right, and we're going to correct what we did wrong.
You want to give what you guys kind of did wrong, or what you guys think you did really well?
We know they have a high-powered offense, and our defense is getting ready, and we got to keep our offense going. We've had a good week of practice.
Gotcha. Okay, so what areas do you think you guys improved in over the last 2 or 3 weeks?
Last couple of weeks we've been getting our run game going. Our offensive line has done great, and Alex Anzavino's been running hard, and he's been racking up the yards.
Just a couple more here. Well, you guys are lifting that trophy on Friday night. What do you think is going to be the key for that? What do you think that you guys are going to have to do well to get the win, or what do you guys think you have to do to stop them?
We're going to have to, I think the biggest thing is play in the weather that we know it's going to be kind of nasty out, cold, and as long as we play with the weather and be able to get our run game going, we'll be good.
Gotcha. Last thing we want to talk about, too, is just, second year of 6A, and you guys are trying to get that sectional. And you guys have, Homestead, your guys' biggest rivalry, going on for a long time. On the other side, just how geared up do you guys get for this game, knowing that it's a rematch of, the team you guys always want to beat?
Yeah, it's great. It's our rival, and beat them the first time is a hard game. They're a great team, and it's always nice playing them and getting everybody going.
Yeah,
it's the best game.
Yeah, it's hard to get a 2 wins in a season with the same team since it's so close.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know you got to do everything right.
Yeah, it's hard. We got to play as perfect as possible, and we know what they're going to do, and they know us, and so we're just going to have to execute.
Yeah, it's kind of like, hey, it's like a double score almost. You guys win sectional, beat your rival at the same time, and that's got to feel good if you guys can pull that off.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Basically, in a rematch from about a month ago, you guys beat Homestead by 7. What did you guys take away from that win that you guys are kind of applying to get ready for this rematch?
One thing we got to take from that game was communication. I mean, I felt like we did a good job communicating, and we need to do even better this game and really capitalize on that.
When you say communicating, is that
well,
changing plays, or what do you mean?
Well, on a defensive standpoint, we need to be communicating, make sure everyone knows the call, and
Gotcha. All right. So what areas do you think you've improved in over the last few weeks? If you're kind of the coach looking back, where do you think this game, the Chargers have really improved on over the past 2 or 3 games?
One thing I think we've improved on is really moving the ball. Offense has been doing a lot better lately, and that really helps us as a team. And in defense, we need to keep on doing well, flying to the football, being tenacious.
Gotcha. And hey, if you guys had that trophy, if you guys lifting it up on Friday night, what do you think the keys to the keys to the win's going to be? What do you think you guys have to do really well, or what do you think you guys have to stop the other side from doing to kind of make sure you get that W?
One thing I know we need to stop is their run. They've definitely been running a lot more these past couple weeks, and we need to make sure we stop that and have good sound coverage all over the board.
Gotcha. Lastly here, 6A, it's pretty new. Only the second year. You guys are trying to get that sectional, and on the other side is your rival. Homestead. You guys both going to SAC. What's going through your head knowing that, hey, how fired up you guys get knowing it's a sectional to try to eliminate your rival at the same time?
Oh, we're really fired up, really excited for this game. It's a huge game for us, and we really want to come out with the win.